Unfortunately, I was 40 when I came out of the closet because, like I said before, my fears were almost insurmountable. And when I came out of the closet, I decided that the only way that I could make this work for me was to be involved in music. So I decided that I wanted to sing in a gay men's chorus, and there wasn't one here in Phoenix. So I decided, well, if there's not a gay men's chorus in Phoenix, I'll start one. So I started the what's now known as the Phoenix Metropolitan Men's Chorus, and when we started, it was called the Grand Canyon Men's Chorale. That added a lot of excitement and, again, a lot of humor in my life, and it took a lot of the fear away from my wanting to come out of the closet, because I had the music, and the music was my companion, has been my whole life. And before that happened, it was really hard for me because I was so scared. There were many times, especially when I was in college, because I was having sexual experiences with men, with fellow students, but I was also dating girls. There was a lot of confusion. And there were many nights that I was in Phi Mu Alpha and I was in the frat house, and I would be crying because I didn't know what to do about my feelings about men. And I remember one time during a lot of the riots back in '69 and '70, when a lot of the campuses were being burned, I kind of had a nervous breakdown because of my issues with being gay and not knowing what to do as far as my parents were concerned. And my parents really weren't that involved in my life at that point, and I wanted them to be involved. So it was really tough for me to be able to say to them that I'm gay and I want you to be a part of my life, but unfortunately everything I do has to do with the gay lifestyle, so I just couldn't come out to them. And I lived that until I think I was about, I was 16 when I first tried to come out to my parents, and my brother and I, Dickie, who was gay, sat down in front of this minister and tried to talk to my parents about it. And my father's response was, this was a stage, which is what most people said. We'll get over this. And the other thing was, my mother said, she looked at her watch and said, it's time to get back out on the golf course. That's how we dealt with it. So I really didn't say anything to my parents until about a year before they died, which was 12 years ago. They were 87 and 82. And there wasn't anything that I could talk about in my life because everything I did was involved with the gay community. The gay choruses I was involved with, the LGBT government that I was involved in, everything I did was within the gay community. I never had anything to share with my parents. So when I came out to them again, my father said, do you think we love you boys any less? And I started to cry because I thought, wow, this is my dad, the mob member, expressing emotion to me. And I thought, this is amazing, this is unbelievable. And so after I got home from that trip down to Florida to see them, I got home and my dad left me a horrible message and said that we don't want you to bring any of your friends up here again, and we never want to talk about the homosexual issue again. So that was pretty emotional for me. My life changed totally from the time I came out when I was 40. I felt better about myself, my attitude changed, my self-esteem went through the sky. I started singing a lot more. I'm an entertainer and a conductor, and was a pianist for a long time, and everything changed. My life was so much happier after coming out of the closet, and has been ever since. Even after being diagnosed with Alzheimer's, I went through a pretty depressing time for a while, and I think a lot of it has to do with attitude. And my music, my friends, and my attitude have carried me through a lot. And again, this is just an example of what people can do with their lives because my life has had so many challenges, and I'm 60, I'll soon be 65, and I have a story to tell, and I want people to know that they can survive a lot of these challenges that I've survived. We have a lot of people out there that are going through as much, if not worse, than what I am. And I think we all have a story to tell. And my story is a rough story to tell. The movie is at times very hard for me when going through pictures and trying to remember when we're writing the script. It was really tough at times and tearful for me, but it's been a life-changing experience for me because I faced a lot of things through this process that I would never have faced before. And I hope that that does the same thing for the viewers of the movie.